Let me ask you about that. So you obviously you know a lot of the girls in the business, okay? And they had that. I guess the whole thing started. This whole Ronda Rousey thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it started. I guess a lot of the girls. Was that what they were doing? They were doing a Zoom.
Honestly, I don't really know the exact details of it. I've just kind of like sporadically seen some things like on Twitter.
Yeah, it was disco.
I know that there was like a interview like this, like a kind of like podcast thing or an interview or a Zoom thing that was recorded, and they all knew I think that it was recorded, but I'm not 100. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like Nia, the Iconics, and some other. I can't remember who else was on it, but yeah, it was like a Zoom thing on one of their Instagram.
And what happened? I don't know the story. What happened?
Well, this whole Ronda controversy that we talked about with her tweets and whatnot, but before that, Nia on this video started telling a story about how someone that she wouldn't name kept hurting Alexa Bliss with headlock takeovers, and how she had to go up to her in the locker room and set her straight or complain or whatever it was, and go to the office and complain. And the idea was that it was Rousey she was talking about. This was about 2 days before Ronda started talking her shit. So, but that was Nia that said that.
Well, just this is why I bring it up too.
Hold on. You ready?
Yeah. What's up, baby?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
They were saying like if you were gonna have clothes on or not. I was like, probably no shirt.
Oh no, I haven't been doing shirts in the quarantine.
Yo, Jomo, I wanted to give you props for that walking the thing and to the Spanish Fly.
I've been wanting to do that forever.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
He's been practicing it for as long as we've been together. So it's a long time.
It was ridiculously hard for me. Someone like
well, I felt bad because
like that. I bet, but
Johnny,
high risk.
Johnny, when you got to the corner, I was afraid because you kind of had to balance yourself right there, and I go, please do not have come all that way to fall down, but you hit it. So I was like, nice.
It at least been an epic botch. Like, he walked all the way across before he fell over.
But it wasn't. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey,
that was cool.
Real quick before you leave, how's everything over there?
It's good.
What are the differences that you see since the last time we were there and now?
See, so much. The backstage culture is there's it's kind of funny because I was saying originally it seems like there's less assholes there now, but then I was like, I wonder if I'm the asshole.
No. Never.
No.
Never.
I'm not. I can't do that. Yeah. I can't be the guy. But it does seem like that. Like the whole idea of hazing and paying your dues and getting your ass kicked every day. It was still like that when I come in with Joey Mercury, and I feel like those times have changed. It also feels like there's a lot of guys that are similar. I don't know. Me and Kira have this term we just come up with called pump kickers.
Right.
You came up with this. Don't
I like it.
throw me.
Okay, me and Luchasaurus.
Right.
You see some guy that's just like, oh, pump kick. Yeah, come on, man. It's lazy. It's not even.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pump kickers on the.
And slapping the legs.
I'm a leg slapper. I like.
You leg slapper.
I was being a leg slapper. Pump kicking though. Come on.
It's Conan's fault that I have like 7 million entrance jackets that fill up all the closets in our house.
Yeah. No, it's true. When you come out, you're confident. Your body language is usually like, look at me. A lot of these other guys that come out, it's like, they kind of just rush to the ring and stuff like they don't. It's like they just want to get to the ring and start working.
Here's the biggest thing about Taya and John individually and collectively. When they come out, and this is really all it is. When they come out, they look like stars. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt with the glasses and the studded thing, and her with the Sleeping Beauty Cinderella thing and the wrapping it around, and the inside is really nice.
Yeah. And I think with all that stuff comes with time too. So I feel like people on the indies and like the new people at the PC and stuff, or like whatever, it's just a matter of time and having the confidence. Like me 10 years ago, I was like a lost little.
There's more to it.
Viking girl with brown gear.
I've told this to Ty before too. I feel like there's a grit factor that you can't learn at the PC when you're under contract.
Right.
Like, there's like the being on a 12-hour van ride, like driving across Mexico to make a town, and then you're cramped up and you're going
not
from
showering
town to town and not showering and getting your nose broken. But like that type of culture, when you go through that, it gives you a grit that you can't learn in developmental.
Yeah, sharp as a sword.
Yeah,
sharp as the blade a little bit. Like you sharp as
the blade. It gives you like some gravitas, some depth. Like the no fucks given confidence when you come out.
Yeah.
And I feel like
and I think that your time away from WWE, you got more of that.
Lucha Underground and AAA and Impact and everything I did when I was away filled me out as a performer. I think that's why I am who I am now. Yeah, for sure.
And how he can base so well for some of that stuff now.
And
I'm like, you learned that in Mexico.
You guys ever lived with Taya? You don't do the dishes and you gotta be fights. I tell you what.
I got a funny story. So Mark Maurer, Johnny B. Bad, when he was living when he was with Rena, okay, who's with Brock now, but when they were together, so she wasn't in wrestling. It was me and Paige used to hang out, and he was kind of like breaking in. He was in WCW and stuff and all that. So we were over to his house one day, and Paige was like, telling Johnny B. Bad, like, "Hey, bro, can I have some cereal?" And then we're watching TV, we're watching like matches. We're back then it was VCR tapes. You put matches in, you study them and stuff and everything. So I go, "Hey, let me get some cereal." So Paige goes into the kitchen. He goes, "Hey, bro, where are your bowls?" He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "What do you mean you don't know?" He goes, "Oh, she always gets that for me." He's like, "You don't know where your bowls are?" He's like, "No, she always serves me." So I was like, "Really?" And, and that girl turned out to be Sable? I was like, well, I was like, if you think about it. So,
bro, and
Johnny knows where all the bowls are and where they have to go when they're dirty.
Right. Yeah.
Johnny, I wanted to add on to that thing that you said about building grit, because really, and Taya is a real good example of this too. Nothing can take the place of persistence, bro. Talent will not. Nothing's more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius is not. Unrewarded genius is almost like a proverb. You know what I'm saying? But just always being in there. And like when Taya was in Mexico, anything that they sent her to do that she thought was going to give her publicity, whether it was TV, magazine, if she had to pay for it, there she was. There were girls that were shooting on her for real. She kept coming back. She didn't know the language. She learned it. So persistence is such a big key of trying to get to where you are. Even when I saw you in Lucha Underground, and I remember going, fuck, bro, because I hadn't seen you in a long time. And you were just going out there, and you knew that with Rey Mysterio and Puma King and all those guys, you had to bring it. And you were bringing it, bro. And you took yourself to another level. You know what I'm saying?
There's one aspect of my personality that's always helped is I'm a very sore loser, and I'm very competitive. Yeah. But in the context of professional wrestling, like, be damned if I'm going to be upstaged or anyone's going to work circles around me.
Right.
Which is how you have to think about it, and everyone should think that way.
Right.
Where do the two of you meet?
Lucha Underground.
So like
season 2 is the best way to live.
Vampiro introduced him.
Had your paths had never crossed before then, huh?
No, they had. They crossed in Mexico a couple times before Lucha Underground.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like I was working out at the gym that show in Monterey, and she kept checking out my triceps.
Okay, stop.
You know,
stop.
No, she's doing that.
Season 2, he would follow me around the locker room, and I would go sit in the locker room where all like the Mexican guys were, and like Phoenix and Pentagon and everybody, and we'd always speak in Spanish. And one day he came into the room, and he's like, "Hola, amigos," and like Pentagon looked at me, and he's like, in Spanish, was like, "What the hell is this guy doing?"
Yeah, that's true.
And I was like, "I don't know." And then Phoenix is like, "I think he likes you," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like,
Phoenix said.
Well, I'm not going to repeat. And then he like walked out, and they all were like, "Dude, we've been like now a whole season. Season 1 was a long season. I wasn't on it." And he's like, "We worked with this guy for a whole season. He didn't even freaking talk to us."
Yeah, I did. I was nice to the guys. I didn't march into the locker room and like shake everyone's hand like that.
And he circled my makeup chair like a shark. Like it was stole my tanner.
Shark hungry for that chum.
Ew.
And by the way, great wedding too. Boom.
Thanks for making it too.
Woo!
Oh, it was great. It was great having you there. Like that's what made it awesome. It's like your close family and friends are there, which is what.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, if you think about it. Like if you look at the two of you and like in Cross, like they put you two together. It's like it's cool to see that like Conan like put a stamp on a couple people, and like we see them and they've like really become successful. And it's cool to see like the way we judge talent. And like and you judge them and they become and you say, "Hey, this person is going to be a star," and you become a star, and that's cool. To have that kind of clout in the business where you can say like, "Hey, look, I saw these. I knew these two would make it." Or these three, whatever. So I don't know. It's pretty cool.
I owe a lot to Conan. He was there for me in some pretty hard times and yelled at me a lot, and I cried and yelled at him a lot, and we hated each other and loved each other, and like family does. Family. And it continues to be that way. And I'm very aware that like I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you